Angel Reese thought she was about to become the WNBA's next big star, but what happened instead left everyone shaking their heads. She launched an ambitious campaign during the 2025 WNBA All-Star Weekend, aiming to step directly into the spotlight by dropping her signature Reebok shoe and dominating Indianapolis with billboards that boldly declared, "I'm in your city." But Reese made one critical mistake. She built her entire strategy around Caitlyn Clark, the league's undeniable superstar who was sidelined with an injury and couldn't even compete. Instead of becoming a new fan favorite, Reese quickly learned a painful truth. You can't borrow star power, it has to be earned. This is the inside story of how Angel Reese's attempt to claim Caitlyn Clark's throne spectacularly backfired, exposing what happens when marketing bravado collides with reality. Angel Reese had big dreams for the 2025 WNBA All-Star Weekend. It was supposed to be her breakthrough moment, the event that would finally move her out from Caitlyn Clark's towering shadow. Everything was lined up perfectly. Reese had her brand new signature shoe, the Angel Reese one, ready for release under Reebok, with sleek colorways like Diamond Dust and My Bounds. She wasn't holding back either. Reese and her marketing team flooded Indianapolis, the city Caitlyn Clark calls home, with massive billboards, bold ads, and provocative slogans boasting, "I'm in your city." But there was a glaring issue right from the start. Rather than build excitement independently, Reese structured her entire marketing campaign around Clark's fame. Her strategy assumed that simply standing in Caitlyn Clark's spotlight would automatically boost her own profile. But when you gamble everything on another player's popularity, you're taking a huge risk. Reese didn't just bet big, she bet everything, and as she'd soon learn, it was a gamble she couldn't afford to lose. Angel Reese's bold marketing blitz was meant to shake things up, but instead, it triggered a wave of criticism she never saw coming. With Clark sidelined due to a last-minute injury, Reese's campaign turned awkward, fast. Her slogans, proudly declaring, "I'm in your city," suddenly felt misplaced, almost arrogant, given Clark wasn't even able to defend her home turf. Fans quickly saw through Reese's strategy. Instead of seeing her as confident and bold, many viewed her as opportunistic, even desperate. Social media erupted with backlash, roasting Reese for trying to claim victory over a player who wasn't even competing. One viral tweet read, "She can't even sell her shoe without piggybacking off Caitlyn Clark." Another joked bitterly, "More photographers than fans at this launch." The massive gamble Reese had taken wasn't paying off, it was backfiring spectacularly. Rather than stepping into the spotlight, she was being harshly exposed by it. Reebok and Angel Reese were banking heavily on the Angel Reese 1-inch being a groundbreaking success, positioning it as the new standard in women's basketball footwear. The shoes launched in two striking designs, Diamond Dust and My Bounds, with a flashy rollout timed perfectly for maximum exposure during All-Star Weekend. Reese and Reebok left nothing to chance, investing huge sums in marketing, aiming to flood the market at just the right moment, but excitement isn't something you can manufacture out of thin air. Despite the glossy promotions and ambitious social media buzz, the public reaction was tepid at best. Unlike Caitlyn Clark, whose Nike Kobe 5 Pro sold out within minutes, Reese's shoe generated barely a ripple of genuine fan enthusiasm. While Clark's shoes saw resale prices skyrocketing, the Angel Reese 1-inch lingered on shelves overlooked and overshadowed. Fans quickly noticed the disparity, mocking Reese's launch as overly reliant on hype rather than genuine interest. The shoe stunt had completely backfired, leaving Reese and Reebok scrambling, realizing too late that flashy campaigns mean nothing without authentic star power backing them up. The true scale of Angel Reese's miscalculation became painfully obvious when the All-Star Weekend ratings rolled in. With Caitlyn Clark sidelined by injury, viewers simply didn't tune in. Last year, Clark's appearance had smashed WNBA records, attracting a stunning 3.44 million viewers. But this year, without Clark on the court, viewership plunged dramatically, falling 36% to just 2.19 million. Fans didn't just lose interest on TV, they stayed away from the arena as well. Ticket prices dropped nearly 50% when it became clear that Clark wouldn't play, slashing from $121 down to just $64. It wasn't just a dip, it was a crash. Social media was flooded with commentary pointing out the harsh reality. Caitlyn Clark was the real draw, and without her, the event was flat, uninspired, and forgettable. Reese's dream of leveraging Clark's popularity had spectacularly backfired, laying bare the uncomfortable truth that without genuine star power of her own, even the most elaborate marketing plan couldn't save her image. To truly grasp how Angel Reese's campaign went wrong, you have to understand just how influential Caitlyn Clark has become. Clark isn't just another great player, she's a cultural phenomenon who single-handedly transformed women's basketball into must-watch television. Her star power isn't something conjured by clever marketing, it's genuine, earned over years of exceptional play, clutch moments, and an authentic connection with fans. Clark's Nike endorsement deal illustrates this perfectly, a massive $28 million contract spanning 8 years, with projections suggesting her upcoming signature shoe could bring in over $150 million. Fans don't just buy her shoes. They sell out within minutes, reselling online for triple the original price. But this isn't just hype. It's loyalty built on Clark's reputation as a once-in-a-generation talent. Meanwhile, Reese tried to shortcut this process, assuming Clark's fans would automatically transfer their passion to her. Instead, she learned that loyalty can't be borrowed or bought, it must be earned. The difference between Clark's authentic connection and Reese's manufactured hype became crystal clear, showing everyone the harsh reality behind genuine star power. If the public backlash wasn't enough, an awkward behind-the-scenes moment further exposed Angel Reese's reliance on Caitlyn Clark's star power. In Netflix's revealing docuseries Power Moves, basketball legend Shaquille O'Neal inadvertently let slip a brutal truth. Reese's brand hinged entirely on her proximity to Clark. Shaq himself noted that Reese needed to be decked out in Reebok gear specifically whenever she faced off against Clark, clearly indicating that her value rose only when Clark was in the picture. This offhand revelation from one of Reebok's key ambassadors underscored Reese's uncomfortable dependency on Clark's fame, painting her less as an independent star, and more as someone constantly chasing Clark's shadow. Rather than building Reese as her own brand, Reebok's strategy openly focused on attaching Reese to Clark's already established reputation. Fans and critics alike seized on this revelation, further cementing the public perception that Reese's campaign wasn't bold, it was desperate. The behind-the-scenes drama didn't just confirm what everyone suspected, it made Reese's reliance on Clark embarrassingly explicit. Once the campaign hit the public, the internet did what it does best, tear it apart. Social media users wasted no time pointing out the obvious. Angel Reese's entire strategy revolved around Caitlyn Clark, and fans weren't buying it. What was meant to be a bold, citywide takeover quickly became the punchline of online jokes. One post read, "She can't even sell her shoe without piggybacking off Caitlyn Clark." Another added, "There were more photographers than fans at her launch, LOL." Comments flooded in, mocking the lackluster turnout, the cringeworthy slogans, and the awkward attempt at dominance over a city whose true favorite wasn't even on the court. The harshest jabs focused on the fact that Reese was celebrating what many viewed as an unearned victory. Trying to take over a city while its real star was injured didn't look empowering, it looked opportunistic. Fans weren't fooled. The message was clear. If you want their loyalty, you can't fake it, force it, or fabricate it. And no amount of Instagram reels can change that. Angel Reese didn't just have a bad weekend, she had a full-on reality check. What was supposed to be her breakout moment turned into a harsh lesson in what it truly takes to be a star. She tried to shortcut the journey by aligning herself with Caitlyn Clark's fame, hoping that a few flashy ads and a shoe drop could manufacture the kind of loyalty that Clark spent years building. But here's the truth. Star power can't be borrowed, and greatness can't be imitated. Caitlyn Clark didn't need billboards to become the face of the WNBA. Fans showed up for her because of her heart, her hustle, and her history. She didn't need to shout, "I'm in your city." The city already knew. Reese learned that fans don't follow hype, they follow authenticity. And while Clark sat on the sidelines with an injury, her absence only made her presence more powerful. Everything Reese tried to create fell apart without the very person she was trying to overshadow. In the end, Angel Reese didn't just lose the weekend. She exposed the gap between trying to be iconic and actually being it. And if there's one thing this All-Star weekend made brutally clear, it's this. The WNBA's future doesn't run through clever campaigns or forced rivalries. It runs through Caitlyn Clark, and no billboard can change that.